Good morning everyone and welcome to this week's Story Blues and what is a very cold and frosty Saturday. Today we play Ebbsfleet. I've been a little under the weather the last few days, and if you saw me in a pub on Wednesday for the Barnet game, if I came across as being antisocial, that's the reason why. And if I'm not as talkative today as normal, it's not that I'm being rude, I'm just full of a cold, but I seem to be getting over the worst of it. This is why days like this, I appreciate this sort of gift my mum got me a few years ago for Christmas, a little Athletics dressing down, because sometimes you don't always appreciate just how warm they can keep you. And today it's Oldham v Ebbsfleet. It's the first ever meeting between the two. Obviously Ebbsfleet are currently in 22nd place. They've not won in 10 games. They've conceded in their last 18 matches. They were National League South champions last year, but struggled along with the 3 other promoted teams this season. Look out for ex-Oldham player Dominic Polian in attack and another experienced forward in David Amu at placement. They were once called Gravesend and Northfleet, and they changed the name in 2007. They were also once bought by an internet group of fans called My Football Club, but more in starting the video. Obviously, I'm hoping Oldham make it 3 wins on a bounce. There's still a good field factor from the impressive wins away at Woking and Barnet. We haven't won in our last 4 games at home at Boundary Park. And as I said the other week, we need to start turning these draws into wins. I know people say when you're home, draw your way. If you're doing it vice versa, it doesn't make a difference. For me, it does, because then points drops could come back to cost us. Not just getting into the playoffs, but finishing the higher you can to get the better advantage. Obviously, there's talk that Norwood's injured. People saying because his photos feature on training, there's someone needs to go with him in the injury room. To me, it could be given the day off just to prepare him. Worst case now he's on the sub bench. If he doesn't play, I expect Hope or Willoughby to start. Don't see many other changes. Possibly Hogan in at right back for Freeman, but well on balance, a settled side. It's played well, so fingers crossed today we can go out, get another win, and as we head towards the festive period, push ourselves up that table and keep chasing and pushing them playoffs. Come on Oldham, I'll see you on the terraces. So obviously we played Ebbsfleet United today. We've never played them before. Here's a bit of history. They originally founded in 1946 as Gravesend and Northfleet. So there was a merger between Gravesend United and Northfleet United. They played at Stonebridge Road, and they've got a ground capacity of just under 5,000. Last year they did win the National League South, and they've won it twice before through the playoffs. They also won an FA Trophy in 2008 on the back of the My Football Club takeover. Now I'm going to go into the My Football Club takeover later on, because it's quite complex and there's actually quite a bit of a story behind it. One of their ex-famous players is Roy Hodgson, played for them as well, and one of the founding members of the National League when it was the Alliance Premier. Obviously up until 2008 they were called Gravesend and Northfleet, and then changed the name to Ebbsfleet United, and their honours include, as I said, FA Trophy winners in 2007-08, Southern League Cup winners 1978, Kent Senior Cup winners on numerous occasions, Kent Floodlight Cup winners 1969-1970, National League South champions 2022-23, National League South playoff winners 2011, 2017, and Southern League champions 1957 to 1958. They're currently owned by Abdullah Al Halmadi, and he's part of a Qatari consortium that took over the club many years back and still with them. Now they took over the club on the back of the My Football Club takeover when it was agreed for a sale. Obviously Ebbsfleet were National League South champions last season, having previously been relegated the season before, which always confirms to me that the National League North is a lot tougher than the National League South, especially as Yeovil currently running away with the National League South. They haven't won in their last 10 games. They've conceded in their last 18 matches. Obviously, I expect them to do better than what they did so far, but all accounts have got a bit of money behind them. Also look out for ex-Oldham player Dominic Polian, who was banging the goals in for fun for him last season. It's weird because the current bottom 4 out of 4 teams that got promoted last season, which shows maybe that the gulf between the table is slowly getting bigger. So obviously My Football Club was basically an idea of fans buying a football club, but it was advertised on the internet and shares being sold for £35. So any fans, and the original interest concept, there was a massive interest. I think my younger brother actually may have bought some. And obviously the person behind it was a journalist, Will Brooks. And originally, like I said, they looked possibly potentially taking over Leeds, Cambridge, Nottingham Forest. Other non-league clubs linked with them was Liara Mai and Mansfield Town. And the idea of it grew loads and loads of publicity at the time. Obviously, it was hoped that this idea would appeal to other football fans who would do similar. You could say maybe there's a bit of a Football Manager sort of idea, because the original plan, they wanted the fans to vote for the kits, the managers, transfers, basically fan involvement in everything. Now, by all accounts, the Ebbsfleet fans did welcome the takeover at first, because obviously the club needed to push up in the league, and at its height there was 32,000 members, and in the first season they did win the FA trophy. People from all around the world bought shares, from Germany, Japan apparently. There was a couple that got married who met through this concept. Some fans travelled over to watch them play, some never did, and it was through using PayPal. Apparently it was PayPal's fastest ever launch in Europe at the time, and in 24 hours they got over 250 odd thousand. One of the things though that went against it in the end was a lot of fans didn't renew. They paid the £35 and that was it, and membership dropped to as little as 9,000. And obviously they also changed the name to Ebbsfleet. Obviously manager Liam Dash convinced them he still had the final say on picking the team. So in a way it was a fan-run club. They didn't get as everything they anticipated, such as picking team members, transfers. But you know what? Would you really want fans doing that? The manager's decision to pick the team. We're going about Germany interfering. The same goes for fans. Obviously the original takeover gave them a bigger budget, so they were allowed to go out and buy bigger and better players. Also, as I said, there was a decision to change the name to Ebbsfleet United. Obviously, Ebbsfleet United had also opened a brand new international rail station, which is on the Eurostar route as well. Here I am at Boundary Park on this lovely but very cold day, hoping to end the run of 4 games here without a win and make it 3 games and a bounce. Come on, Oldham.
Well, I will not give predictions again, because when we went to Southend, our first away game, I was on the court, so I went to all the lads and said, right lads, I said, when we're winning 20-0, don't stop, keep banging on in.
Yeah. Well, Frank, I said at the start of the year, if Oldham go up, I'll donate £100 Kershaw's. I'll also donate, if we go up in the playoffs, a further £100 to the Alzheimer's research as well.
If you do that, do it on the Just Giving page, and then you can write who you are.
Yeah.
And a little passage on there.
Yeah.
I've got £100 off the veterans today.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to, I'll put that into £80. I'm going to put that into.
And last year, you did predict with me that we'd beat you over. We did do, so your predictions do always work at times. Yeah. Good luck, Frank. All the best. Good luck.
Good luck, Frank.
So, we had a match day prediction of the Oldham veterans who were doing so much good work, not just for ex-veterans, but for the community of Oldham. What's your prediction today?
2-0 for Oldham. Okay, I'm Steve from the veterans. My prediction is a nice clean sheet and a nice 3-0.
I'll be positive, 3-0.
I'll go for 3-1, Sean. 3-1.
I'm going for 2-0 Oldham. Ebbsfleet at home. Come on Oldham, let's fucking have it. Straight into the start to make it 3 wins on the bounce. 1-0 down here, the Bells. It's a good goal, but how the fuck will we let them come at us? Expect another 70 minutes of them defending. Go on, Green. Play it through.
We have no one here.
Kane, shoot. Kane, first time.
Go on. Come on, fucking hell!
Shouldn't even need to try this slot.
See Saka someone getting tangled up with Johnson's paint. Like the fine area fine.
Forward.
Bring it down, someone have a bit of composure.
One green. Making these look too good at the moment, which they're not. Hard time is on it. It's been disappointing touch. You know we don't start well first half, but that's not being really good. But get a goal back and they totally game change. These just sit you hanging on now. I know they try past it, but they're not a great footballing team. Come on, Oldham. Shepherd's pie, peas and gravy and mash. Lovely.
How the fuck they just got it in
Well, they're
midfield
challenging.
like that? One pass. It's just one pass all the time. So easy. Gardner went off a little bit.
We're having a great game, Garner, to be fair. Maybe Tinus and Fitness just got on top of him.
Keep going at him. That's it, pick it up, come on.
Will be on your toes, fucking hell.
Switch it!
Who's the fucking ball?
There.
It's a shit ball, that.
Happy birthday, big man. Happy birthday. Go on, Oldham. Let's have this. Come on, Norwood. There he is.
Come on,
Let's turn
Norwood.
this game around and win it. Come on. Come on! Let's win this now. Let's fucking win it. Come on.
Get it in. Spin him. Come on. Come on, lad.
Back in. Come on. Switch out wide. Good ball. Time. Overlapping. Oh. Bad defending that, we let them come at us. 1-1, we should have gone and pushed for the game, but we haven't done. Making hard work, and it's now 9 minutes left to salvage something. And still try and turn it around into a win. Back down to earth, everyone's gone home. It's just me and Dave that's left there. Here's to a 3-3.
4-3.
4. Literally the better minutes before they scored a third, I was getting it to 2-2. Just not been good enough today. We've been shit. Absolutely shit. Getting mugged off by Ebbsfleet. How far over fallen? Still pushing for a 4 for injury time, these lot.
You've got to start someone because we're quality different. We need players. All the board want to do now is get to January so they can sign maybe some top quality players. Yeah. That's all. I think that's it. I think they want to keep it as close to 7 and then we'll add in January. We've got an eye on next season. We might get a playoff. That's what I think's happening. That's why we're not signing it. No depth, absolutely no depth.
Fucking hell. That was a good finish at night, but that was shit. Not good enough, that. Just simply not good enough. Post-match reaction.
Shite.
Thank you. Not good enough, that. Just simply shit. We never really showed up today. Typical Oldham. When it comes to consistency, we're still consistency at being shy. Away form's good, but we need to start home form out. And just like that, 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and once again, typical Oldham. Lose the game at home that on paper we should be winning or expected to win. Someone summed it up perfectly on Facebook. They described Oldham Athletic as being Jekyll and Hyde. Wow, it's a long time since we've seen Boundary Park empty as quick as it did. I stayed on for the 4th goal, but we were terrible today. I know I've said this in the last couple of games, and I said it today, always slow starters, but we just never kicked on. We're never really in the game. And to fair to Ebbsfleet, they did everything we did against Barnet, especially when they got the 2nd goal, where just grew in confidence. The defence at times needs to take a look at themselves, especially for them final 3 goals. 4th one, Samuel just ran the length of the pitch, no challenge, no one trying to intercept him. The 3rd one, basically, he was clean through, and it was just defence just stood there watching, and it's defending like that. It affects the goal difference, and these results will come back to haunt us if we are not careful at all. Obviously, people said about the team line-up, it's fair to Mellon, on the back of back-to-back wins, you wouldn't expect him really to change a starting 11. Obviously, we were in a losing position and he made his subs. Again, you can't have going for that. Maybe he made too many at once. But it was clear Garner wasn't having a good game. Green, once again, showing frustrations that there was a good player in him, but it's like he didn't want to run down the wings. He won't put the crosses in. And there is a player in him. The attack never really got going. Yeah, no, got the penalty. Fond up for me when he went off. It just seemed to slowly be looking like he was getting settled a bit. But Willoughby come on, but never really took his chance. Obviously, Hope's shot what led to the penalty. The midfield again was weak. To be fair, Raglan, I don't think was a bad player. He's probably the standout in what was an overall poor team performance today. But it's just frustrating. We get our hopes up, we build ourselves up. We're thinking, yes, we think we've finally turned the leaf. The fan bar again before the game was buzzing. Everyone's in good mood. Probably put a couple of extra 100 on the gate. And back down to earth. Yes, typical Oldham. They'd not won in 10. And to credit, they took their goals really well. And to the fans that come up from Ebbsfleet, they made noise. It weren't just a couple of 20. There's nearly 100 of them there. And I can't forget when Ebbsfleet did a job on us. And now we need to respond next week against Bournemouth. Again, as I said it before, win next week and these results will get forgotten about. But we want to put a run. We need to put a run together. And now this is where it's this hangover from these wins that we're on a high buzzing. We need to be consistent. Yes, we are the kings of being so inconsistent. And it'll never change. Oldham's always going to be like that. It just, I can't see it. Not so much improving, just, oh. I think there's people booking hotels after the Barnet game for Wembley. Never change, Oldham fans. Never change. I won't lie again. I was excited. I was buzzing for this today. And yeah, I did look at their bad run of form. Don't forget they lost 4-1 last week at Oxford City. But I genuinely felt we had enough in us to get this win today and to see them out. Looking back at like what McGay doing for the third goal, it just looked like a spectator watching and cheering for the fourth goal. And obviously, again, is it that when we get high expectations, the players choke, the players don't know how to react? And after the failed game, I thought, right, we've kicked on from it, but it's just these similarities, this typical Oldham. Obviously, I've got mistaken, it's Bournemouth next week and not Michael Oversports. Also, anyone who saw the video on Saturday did put on Norwood's penalty and actually didn't. I put the wrong video on. But this way, by the time I come out of that ground, I was fuming. One in the fans bar. I was in bed for 7 o'clock, knackered, so I was feeling unwell anyway. So, just goes to show the mood. I always try to say, don't let 90 minutes get you down on football. But that on Saturday, it was a killer blow to a load of people. The amount of people that were going to stay out who just thought, nah, we're going. And it shows how football can impact people. It can impact the nights, the working week. We're just thriving just for something, just that bit of success, that consistency, that creativity, that where we can keep a run of games going. The only thing is that last season we couldn't buy an away win. It's the opposite now, where we've improved away from home. We're struggling at home. It is this confidence thing. Someone's put a fact on the Blues, I'm just going to read it now, that was our 218th home defeat since Joe Royal departed in 1994. So if you want to call our ground the fortress season, it's not really. And the amount of games we're losing at home, I've actually said it's interesting to look exactly how many games we've actually won at home since 2000 or since 2010. I won't be surprised it'll be, I can't see it being exactly high number. And is that because of the negativity that seems to be in the ground? Yesterday breathed of confidence, but there was still a few saying, oh, we're going to lose, oh, typical Oldham. Within a few minutes, we're on the players' backs. And maybe this mentality shift doesn't just need to come from the players, it needs to come within the supporters as well. Obviously, Mellon's interview, he pulled no punches, he was quick to criticise, quick to highlight weaknesses, areas of concern. And obviously, as I've said though, you've got to look at what we've got and see what we can make do. Maybe look at one or two young youth team players, especially for that Nicola game, bring them and just see what they can offer, because we did that pace yesterday, we lacked creativity, we lacked someone who could play that killer ball in. Maybe it was the fact they've had 2 long distance games travelling, but at the end of the day, these games were pre-scheduled, the fixtures were out, they weren't games that had just been rearranged all last minute, so we knew what to expect. Shots and saddened to hear about the death of Oldham fan Steve Ragg, a well-known face on the terraces at Athletics. He's going for many years. It was only last week at Woking, was speaking with him in a pub. He was a well-known Oldham fan, well-liked, well-respected, well thought of, and his death's come as a shock to us all. And I thought so with his son Dave, Jimmy and the rest of his family. And hopefully he'll cheer the Blues on from that terrace up in the skies. Big shout out to the UFC veterans. Thank you for letting me do your draw, pulling out names. Maybe one day I'll still get that dream of doing an FA Cup draw. There's not much more left to say. We've got no game this week, so it's going to be a relatively quiet one, other than when we play Boreham Wood on Saturday. I do want to bring this little full-time little quick review in as I do in a pre-match briefs, but the way we played on Saturday, I just really couldn't be arsed. I just wanted to switch the phone off and get back. But anyway, hopefully we can get back to winning ways at the weekend. So have a good week, keep well, stay safe. There'll probably be a few non-Oldham things put on this week. I'm going to look ahead to the England's upcoming Euro 2024 draw. So anyway, keep the faith, keep well. I'll see you on the terraces.